Good day, everyone, and especially to you, sir. This is our lesson 12 topic is all about art appreciation. So, what is art appreciation? So, I know that all of us we know what is art appreciation. Art appreciation, as described by the Commission of Higher Education of CHED, helps develop students' ability to appreciate, analyze, and critique works of art. Art appreciation. Art appreciation is the understanding and enjoyment of art. It involves analyzing, interpreting, and evaluating works of art based on their aesthetic qualities, historical significance, cultural context, and emotional impact. In teaching elementary grades, developing appreciation, respect, and love for their own work is crucial because this will be the foundation of how they see, analyze, interpret, and judge the work of others. Meaning, when it comes in teaching the elementary grades, are the rewarding and enriching experience of the pupils that can help students to foster creativity, critical thinking, and cultural awareness when it comes in art appreciation. Okay, let's proceed to the description through observation. To appreciate art, we must be able to look around and observe our surroundings. Yes, the students who has developed good observational skills will be able to give a more detailed or accurate description of what they see. So, the meaning description through observation is when you start to appreciate the artwork to your pupils is you observe what what their artworks, or to look around and observe their surroundings or their artworks, right? And because when it comes to create an art, belongs na dyan yung pag-observe with our environment or surroundings. So, the students will create an art. And then, as a teacher, we will appreciate the artwork of our pupils is because first is to observe what their artworks all about, and so on. So let's proceed to aesthetic scanning. Number one, sensory properties are used to identify visual elements that can be perceived through sensory contact with the world. So sensory properties. This refers to the physical characteristics of artwork that can be perceived through our senses. So meaning sensory properties. So from the word sensory, so it involves our senses like sense of sight, hearing, smell, taste, or even touching. So that's the sensory properties. Next one is formal properties. Refers to how the elements are organized. This can be the principles of design, but during this part, the students can just say what they see. So formal properties. It refers to the visual elements and principles that artists use to create artworks. To understand these properties, formal properties allows viewers to analyze and appreciate the artistic choices made by the artist in the creation of the artwork. The third one, technical properties, describe the medium that the artist used. This includes tools and techniques used to create the work. So, technical properties. It refers to the specific techniques, materials, and processes used by the artist to create artworks. And to understand technical properties, this allows viewers to appreciate the skills, craftsmanship, and the creativity involved in the properties process. Next is the expressive properties. Describe the first impression or mood the word conveys. So, the meaning of expressive properties refers to the emotional, psychological, and symbolic aspects of artwork that conveys the artist's intentions, feelings and message to the viewers. It allows viewers to connect with their emotions and conceptual layers of the artwork and appreciate artists' creative visions. So that's the properties of aesthetic scanning. Okay, analysis. One way to analyze a work of an art is to interpret what the artist is trying to express. So yes, it's very important in art appreciation to analyze the artwork of your students. So as a teacher in the art class is when the pupils finish their artwork is it is important to us as a teacher na i-interpret natin kung ano yung gawa nila. And then dito sa ginawa nila is dyan na yung napapabilong kung ano ba yung message nung pinapahiwatig ni students, ni pupils sa art na ginawa niya. Yun siya. Visual literacy is as crucial as a learning reading, writing, and arithmetic. But instead of reading series of letters and computing numbers, children learn to give meaning to images and understand their responses. So yes, diba, sa visual literacy, it is crucial for reading because literacy is to learn how to read, write, and arithmetic. So when it comes to in art is if the pupils create the art that it has a message na gusto niyang ipahiwatig, and then instead na ibabasa, isusulat, is when it comes to the images, to the drawings of the artworks is nagkakaroon ng message or nagkakaroon din ng message because yung art na yun na ginawa ni pupils or nagawa ng ating students is naibibigay nila, naipapahiwatig nila doon sa viewers na ang tawag dyan, na nakikita nila yung artwork ng students, na artwork na ginawa. So that's the really important of art appreciation. Okay, so let's proceed to visual communication and visual literacy. So visual communication and visual literacy plays essential roles in art appreciation by enhancing the viewer's ability to interpret, understand, and communicate through visual images. This concept focuses on the visual elements, principles, and language of art that enable individuals to analyze, critique, and appreciate artworks in a more informed and meaningful way. Next one is the interpretation and reflection. So, interpretation and reflections are essential aspects of art appreciations that allow individuals to engage deeply with artworks and derive personal meaning from them. The third is talking prompts. Talking prompts are valuable tools used in art appreciations to facilitate discussions, encourage critical thinking, and promote deeper engagement with artworks. Next is given value and remarks. It involves evaluating and critiquing artworks based on their artistic merit, emotional impact, and cultural significance. Next is the always start with positive statement. It is a thoughtful approach that seeks a constructive and encouraging tone for discussing artworks by acknowledging the strengths and weaknesses of artwork. First is viewers create a supportive environment for further exploration and critiques. Next is, if you cannot find anything nice to say, you can describe the work by stating a fact or an obvious observations. Meaning, When faced with a situation where it is challenging to find something positive to say about an artwork, it is appropriate to describe the work by stating a fact or making an obvious observation in art appreciation. This approach allows viewers engage with the artwork objectively and focus on concrete aspects of the piece without resorting to negative criticism. Next is comment on the effort given by the child, meaning that it is a sensitive and important aspect of nurturing their creativity and self-expression when it comes to their artworks. When acknowledging a child's effort in creating art, it is essential to provide positive and encouraging feedback that recognize their individuality and creativity and dedications to their artwork. Next is when in doubt, ask first then listen, meaning it can be interpreted as the reminders to approach art with an open mind. Seek clarification when unsure and can be receptive to different perspectives of their artworks. So the last one is turn negative comments and critics as suggestions that are optional. Meaning, in art appreciation, it can be beneficial to reframe negative comments and critics as suggestions that are optional rather than absolute judgment. Viewing criticisms as constructive feedback or alternative perspectives can help individuals approach art with a more open and growth oriented mindset. So that's all, and thank you for watching this video.